Hi, Gretel. This is Tina. How
Hi,
are
yeah,
you?
Tina, it's so good to see you. How did it go with David?
It actually went very well. I was glad I met with David, my mentee, and he had a chance to talk to me as a mentor. It was great. I get to know more about him and what his goals are, and just to get the understanding of what he wants to ultimately achieve. He seems to be pretty much on track. He actually been experienced before, so he kind of knows what he needs to work on. But I think the biggest challenge that he shared with me is that
Hmm.
he does not seem pathways very friendly, very user friendly. And then that's where he was like, I'm not gonna do with that, deal with it, because if I don't get it, I'm not gonna long same similar challenge. So that's where I
Hmm.
think David and we're gonna sit down. In fact, yeah, he was asking some great questions about um I told him about he will be evaluated, and obviously there will be feedback that he gets, and that based on feedback he's going to make a following speech. And he was asking about the evaluation. Was there a form to fill out? I was like, so I think
Uh-huh.
what he really needs is sit down, or we go via virtual online, and I'll just show him how to go to retrieve, how to set up his goals, and specifically setting a path, and then starting his first level speech, and then actually how to retrieve an evaluation sheet. And the next question he even asked, which was great, is how does he choose the evaluator? Is he assigned automatically, and does he reach out to them, or he or she, or does he just? So I did respond and saying that he actually will be informed of who his evaluator will be before his speech, so he could show him or her the form so they can provide feedback to him, and he will able to get that as he prepares
That
for
is
his next
great, Tina.
speech.
It sounds like he had a lot of really good questions, and that
Yeah.
he had already knows where he wants to get and his limitations. And it's great that you guys have already clear that you need to. It's important
Mhm.
for goal settings. And date wise, did you determine a date for his first speech, or did you just let him
Actually, I did share with him to go over how to plan his speech, and then actually to go over in pathways. So then I actually will be for a specific date. That's a good follow-up question. I'll reach out to David to do a follow-up of specifically when does he plan to deliver his speech, or actually when is his first speech, and how much planning we need to do as I mentor him to plan for his first speech. And hopefully it should be no more than probably 2 to 3 weeks down the road for his first speech. But definitely get him on track. That's a great reminder. Thank you for reminding me that. So I'll reach out to him
No,
about
you're
that.
very welcome. It's great. It sounds like you will be able to make him aware of all the resources and explain him how pathways works, and that way he'll feel oriented about picking his path and what to do next in his project. And what he said is a great point about the evaluators. It's actually a lot of help for our
Mhm.
club, and that's something that we see that we are learning from a mentee in a way that we can improve our club. So I really like that feedback and that thought process that you both had. Are there any challenges besides pathways? Anything that you notice?
I think at this point, I think he got it. He's kind of getting the hang of. But I think what the challenge that he needs is actually guidance of using pathways. He needs to get into it, and for me to show him how to go about where to click on his starting his path, and also where to select his evaluation, where to obtain evaluation forms, and also topics, and start compiling information and start drafting up his speech, or even preparing first. I think for me to guide him through that
That's
would be
wonderful.
really
It sounds
helpful.
like you both had a wonderful session, and I'm really happy about that. And thank you, Tina, for taking the time to meeting with him
Yeah.
and listening. And now it's important to be available. I know work is busy and life is busy, but try to be available and work with him to be flexible and to push him to get to that first
Yeah.
speech. Thank you for taking the time,
You're
Tina. It's
welcome.
great work as a mentor.
Thank you. Thank you. I'll talk to you later.
Talk to you then.
Bye.